Jeez.
You're right, Corey.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm feeling great. You look
I've never
worse for
felt
wear
better,
myself.
to be honest.
Hmm. You look
Thank you. It's very kind of you to say. Uh, is that a cause light I see there?
yes, sir.
I didn't know you like cause light.
Need to stay hydrated.
Yeah, I'm staying hydrated as well. Got milk
Oh yeah, girl.
in a Guinness glass. I've been staying hydrated as best I can all day today. I don't know if it's clear and obvious.
When did the symptoms first start?
What symptoms? What are you talking about?
The symptoms that you're having right now. The sniffles, the coughs. Come on now, talk to me.
A couple of days ago. Are you my
Uh-huh.
doctor?
Maybe.
Do you want to be my doctor?
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to prescribe you vitamin D and a little bit of magnesium, a little bit of vitamin B. Make sure you get outside, go for runs, walks if you can, and lift some weights. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a bitch.
I think that's probably the main problem.
Being a bitch.
Just being a bitch.
Yep.
Might have to sack up and just get on with it. Which is what I'm doing. I'm recording this with you today, sick as a dog. I'm as rough as 10 bears, but I'm doing this for all the sports fans. For you. Because I know that our fans would never forgive us if we missed a week.
Yeah.
They've been
No, it's
waiting
gonna.
all week for this.
Yeah. And we're here to provide.
So it would be unethical of us to not step up and provide content for the sports fans this week, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely agree. Sports fan needs it. We need it. Let's do this.
I am sick as a dog, though. Dude, I've lost track of how much I've been sick in the last year. I've lived in London for a year and I've been sick countless times. I don't know. It seems to be a thing here that whenever anyone moves here, they just get sick all the time.
It's terrible.
Everyone must be dirty as fuck here or what? I don't know what's going on.
I think I'll be able to hit a solid year without being sick. I think I can do it. That should have been.
Well, that was always my track record until moving here. Once a year, maybe.
Shame.
Change a season, shit happens, but it feels like every couple of months here. I
Terrible.
wonder if any of the sports fans have had a similar experience. What do you think? Does living in London make you sick? 10 million people in this city, is that too many? Does that make you sick all the time?
Yeah. My town has about 20, 30,000 people in it. That could be some.
You know what's mad? The entire province of Alberta and British Columbia put together is about the same as London.
Fucked. That's crazy.
It's a crazy statistic, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's mental.
Do you know what else is a crazy statistic?
Oh, go on. I'd love to hear it.
This under 200 pounds weight class. Victim weight.
The victim weight category.
It's too fucking funny. When you sent me that, I sent it to a whole bunch. And all the boys were getting a laugh out of it too. It's great.
I actually think, though, I've been thinking about it. I don't think £200 is the real victim weight cutoff.
Why? What do you think is
I think it's 100 kilo.
220?
And don't get me wrong, I tend to work more in pounds than in kilos, but in this country, people tend to work a lot more in kilos now than pounds.
100
And I
kgs,
was thinking
220,
about
bro.
it. 100 kilo is 220.
Yeah.
I think that's the real. Like, I think obviously if you're under £200, that's victim weight. But I think the real measure is if you're under 100 kilo. If you're
Yeah.
99 kilo, you're asking for it.
Yeah. No, I
And
don't know. I like the
it's funny
200.
though, isn't it? Victim
It's
weight.
fucking funny, man. And it had Jordan Peterson's voice like in the background, and I was like, did he say that, or is it just like AI is doing that?
I don't think he said that.
No,
I
but
can't
that's
imagine it
fucking
because he's
funny.
definitely victim weight.
He's definitely a victim weight.
Okay, here's my problem, right? I used to be fat as fuck. I'm probably just under £200 now. I'm scared of eating too much.
Because you could just blow up easy. Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I
I get
need the
that.
courage. I need the courage. I need to trust that I'm training enough that I can get to not be in victim weight anymore, but not just end up being a fat piece of shit.
I see, like I work so hard to get down like below 200, and I got down to like 190 and stuff, and I just didn't feel like I had power. I just didn't have any drive, and I was just like, fuck. Come back up to
Mm,
200, and then from 200 it was a fucking downhill slide to 220, easy,
mm-hmm.
easy. So now, like,
Mm-hmm.
like for me, I would love to get a 200, but for the last few like weeks, I've been sitting anywhere between 210, 215, constantly.
You know, you and I have the capability of putting on weight pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
You know what makes me laugh? Skinny dudes, right? Who try to put on weight. They go to the gym and they try and put on muscle, right?
Yeah.
Every single skinny dude I've ever met who says that they eat a lot and can't put on muscle doesn't actually eat a lot.
It's really, really funny that you're saying this right now, because there's a guy that I know that is trying so fucking hard to get out of victim weight from 170. He's trying. He's trying. Give him a pat on the back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I'd love to know if you're a sports fan and you're watching this. Tell me if I'm wrong on this, right? But I see all these guys, skinny guys, and they're like, "Oh, I eat loads. I eat like 5,000 calories a day." And then you watch what they actually eat, and they eat nowhere near that much. They think they're
Mm.
eating a lot, but they don't have it in them to actually eat a lot. They'll eat like a decent amount of something, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm so full." Whereas you and I, natural fatties, we can eat and eat and eat,
Yeah, it's
and the
crazy.
eating part has never been a problem for us,
Yeah,
right? We
I'm watching this
naturally,
guy. I'm watching this guy, man. He's struggling. Just like he tells me what he's eating, and if he's putting it away, I'm like, that's fucking impressive. He's put on a bit, but I'm like, it's
but they're
just
not
fucking.
actually eating it. They're not actually eating all that much.
This guy's eating like a fucking 1,200 calorie like mutant mass shake. He's having this shake twice a day. He said it's like drinking ice cream. I've never had that. I just have like lean as fuck protein shakes, right? One fucking mutant mass. The names are hilarious as well.
Every skinny guy I've ever met, I've never met a skinny guy who could eat a whole cheesecake.
How many calories in whole
And that's what
cheesecake?
it takes. That's what it takes to get big. If you want to get big, you got to eat big. It's as
Well,
simple as that.
have you seen the video when Brian Shaw, the strongest man, like however many years, he fucking goes to Costco and he shows like what he would buy for like a week or 2 weeks? It's insane.
No, but I can imagine.
There's cheesecakes in there, and he's like, "I would eat a
Yeah.
cheesecake for." I was like, "I'd eat a cheesecake for like dessert." He'd have 12, 10,000, 12,000 calories, and this guy's the strongest man in the fucking world.
I don't think it's a coincidence that the people who eat a lot of food are bigger than the people who don't eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen this guy, Sean Baker, the carnivore MD? Dude, you need
Carnivore
to look this
MD.
guy up. He is just about as he's just about as big an alpha male as you'll ever see in your entire life. He's
Carnivore
in his
MD. Why does that
late
name ring a
50s,
bell?
I think. Look him up. He's in,
Heard about it.
look him up. Sean Baker. He's in his late 50s. Doctor. He's been doing a carnivore diet for like the last 5 or 6 years, I think. Eats about 3 or 4 pounds of beef a day, and he's in incredible shape. Guy's like 6'5", 270 pounds, just an absolute animal.
Oh, I've seen this guy
He eats
before.
big, and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
is
yeah,
big.
yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah,
got to eat
yeah,
big to get big, and he eats big.
yeah. This guy's a fucking unit. Yeah, yeah. He was just on the Joe Rogan podcast, actually, and I kind of missed it.
Yeah, I didn't catch that, but he's a unit, and he eats a lot.
Right. A lot of red meat, too.
So only red meat. He pretty much only eats beef.
Yeah.
A stat came out this week that something like 50% of the beef in America is eaten by 12% of the population.
Oh, I saw that.
Probably
Yeah,
about
yeah.
1% of the whole population. Probably about 1% of all of that is just Sean Baker. Unit.
Unit. Yeah, he's some fucking size, that boy.
Yeah. No, he's definitely not a victim weight, is he?
No, he's a solid dude. Fuck, now I'm going to have to
Solid.
listen to that fucking
So yeah,
podcast. Yeah.
I wonder if like that's just my observation. I've seen skinny guys lately complain that they're not putting on weight, and it's like, well, you're not eating anything, dude.
Yeah. You got to up those calories.
Are you drinking 4 pints of milk a day? Because if you're not, don't talk to me.
Yeah. Are you drinking Coors Light? That'll up your calories.
Keep you hydrated. Easy calories.
Cold as the Rockies.
That mountain better be blue.
No, mate, she's a bit faded. But this one, that's got a bit of blue in it.
Is it not a bit cold to be drinking Coors Light?
It's fucking cold. Well, no. Actually, I tell a lie. It's +7 today. We've literally gone
Yeah,
from like the
but
start of the month from like -30 to like +7, like in 3 weeks.
I famously only drink Coors Light when it's over 100 degrees.
Well, I still got things to do, right? Like when we wrap this up, like I've got things to do, so I got to keep it real. So
Right, so you don't want anything too strong.
yeah, like a fucking gas can of IPA kind of deal. Keep that real.
I don't know why you drink that shit anyway. Uh, have you seen? We posted a video of the debate on Android phones
Oh yeah.
this week. Have you seen the comments for the video on Android phones?
Did I send you them, dude?
I
Dude, there was
I
one.
don't know, but
Actually,
I was
yes.
looking
No, I
at
saw.
the
No, I saw two of them. There was two that I saw. They were fucking hilarious.
I was looking at these comments. It turns out Android phone users have incredibly thin skins, and they're not willing to accept any kind of banter about their phone choices at all. You should see. Let me tell you this. The statistics for that video. It's something like 9 likes and 120 dislikes. The Android the Android army has been out in force
Yes.
condemning
Good.
my support
Shut it down.
of Apple on this.
Shut
They
it
are
down.
not having it. So the Android users all a bit cooked, I think.
You got to be a bit
But
cooked these days, mate. But I think the Apple users are a bit fucking tapped too, right?
well, you say that, but I bet if you put out a video saying that iPhones suck, I don't think you'd get the same tribal defense from people who use iPhones, because I think they're just too busy. They haven't got time to be sitting around.
You think it's like the vegans versus the meat eaters?
But,
It's just
yeah,
full
yeah.
scale war.
Honestly, if you use an Android phone, you probably drink soy milk as well. The two go hand in hand, as I reckon. Sorry to say. I've been bombarded with abuse from Android users this week.
So you must know a lot of Android users, or is it just
Yeah,
solely on YouTube?
Well, on YouTube, but I made a point of sending that video to everyone I know who uses an Android.
All right.
And they all chipped in. Some of them even sent me websites with comparisons and being like, "Oh, actually, the specs are way better on the Android than they are on the iPhone." Like
That's fucking weird.
proper nerds, you know. If you use an Android phone, you're a nerd.
And look where the nerds are today, mate.
Are you familiar with the midwit meme?
Midwit? No.
So the midwit meme, it's a phenomenon online now. Basically goes that a graph follows a curve like this, and on the bottom end you have retards, and they make the most simple observation. So in this example, the retard would just choose an iPhone because it's an obvious choice, right? Then you have the people right in the middle who think they know a little bit about something, a little bit of knowledge, and they are the ones who would choose an Android phone. They'd be like, "Oh, well, actually, the specs are a little bit better on Android, and you're not bought into all of this Apple fan culture, showing off all this bullshit, nerdy crap." And then on the far end, on the smart end, you just buy an iPhone, mate. I
That's the
actually
biggest
think
load
that
of shit I've ever heard.
buying an Android is the most midwit thing you can do.
So what you're saying is that there's retards and smart people buying iPhones, and then the people in the middle are just being like, "Yeah, fuck it, we'll get Androids because they just are better."
Let me relay this in terms you might understand. As we discussed about skinny people and lifting heavy tin, right? On the bottom end of the curve, the idiot approach to putting on muscle is lift heavy weights and eat a lot of food, right?
Okay.
Then you have in the middle, the midwit it's, well, actually, you don't want to be overtraining, and you want to be hitting this amount of reps, and you want to stay in this zone, and you want to make sure you hit your nutrition 15 minutes after you've done this set, blah, 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 blah. That's the mid-weight thing. And then on the top end, the real high end, it's just lift heavy weights and eat lots of food.
Like, I
It's the
get it.
mid-weight. It's the mid-weight. And the Android, I'm sorry to say, is the mid-weight choice. Get an iPhone, fuck's sake.
I'll never own an Apple product ever again, and I used to, and I'll never will. It's a
Be a
great
lot
bill of
cooler
health,
if you
my
did.
son. Great bill of health.
You just gotta keep living, man. LIVIN. Is
Another
it
beer.
mandatory to play that song when you open a can of Coors Light?
Yeah, it is actually. Did you know?
I didn't know. Speaking of songs, Dire Straits, we caused quite a debate.
Did we? Oh, fuck, we're on the boat again. Go.
Yeah, but okay. The video about which is the best Dire Straits song had about 2,000 views, and I would say that what we said was generally quite well received. We didn't have the negative ratio of likes like we did with the Android Apple debate. Let me tell you. Turns out Dire Straits fans are a little bit more chill than Android users. But there couldn't seem to be a unanimous consensus on which is the best Dire Straits song. Like, there's about 20 comments, and they're all saying different things. So it must be that the best Dire Straits song is highly subjective and depends on which one you like the best.
Or it just means that their catalog is that fucking good that they're all
Yeah,
fucking
maybe.
good. But I
Maybe.
believe the question was, what was the best running song to run to?
Yeah, but then we moved on
Ah,
to specifically Dire Straits and which one was their best. I said Sultans of Swing, So Far Away, and Romeo and Juliet.
yeah.
And some people agreed and some people disagreed, but it was generally quite civil and there was nice discourse and people were a lot more respectful than having their phone opinion.
Did anyone mention any better Dire Straits guitar intros than Money for Nothing, or is that the creme of the creme, the top of the pile?
No one said anything. Well, no one said anything that it was. No one mentioned that there was a better guitar riff. No, but I did some research after we said what we said. You know the album Brothers in Arms?
Yeah.
That was the best-selling album in the whole United Kingdom in all of the 1980s.
Wow. That's crazy.
I had no idea that it was that successful. Turns out it sold 30 million copies worldwide.
Huh.
You're stunned.
I am. That's a lot.
It's a good album, but like 30 million copies, that's like Thriller.
Yeah.
I had no idea it sold that many. Number one album in the UK in the 80s. And like, it's not as if there was no competition in the 80s.
Elton John, U2, In Excess,
Thriller was released in the
Thriller.
80s.
Yeah. Bad was released in the 80s. Bad was huge.
And Dire Straits beat them all.
Eagles. Oh, fuck the Eagles. Jesus.
There's a lot.
There's a lot in the 80s.
There's a lot. I had a a revelation this week. Well, not, I don't know if it's a revelation is the right word, but it hit me. In every show, we've talked about the dangers of tap water. Stop drinking tap water. And I think we're doing our part, spreading the message. Hopefully, less and less people are drinking tap water. But how crazy is it that these people who drink tap water are allowed to vote and stuff?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, madness.
Well, think about it. You drink tap water. If you drink tap water, you probably have a dysfunctional brain. You have a bush league brain at best. And then you're allowed to vote, and your vote's given the same significance as someone who doesn't drink tap water.
Maybe that's what they want.
Oh, we're heading down a dark path there, aren't we? Who's they, Corey?
Can't say it.
Mad that though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
How does that? I would put it that drinking Coors Light constantly is better for you than drinking tap water.
yeah. It's very hydrating. It's only 4% alcohol volume. Like, it's hard to kick a buzz off it, but you got to drink a box. But yeah, I'd rather drink
Well, I'm
Coors
sure
Light
if
than fucking tap water. That's for sure.
say that again with vigor, look straight down the barrel of the camera.
I'd rather drink Coors Light than tap water.
Amen.
What?
Ooh, that was loud. How was that Coors Light going down?
That's a treat.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what else is?
Oh, you. My apologies.
Oh no, go on, you go.
I was gonna say, you know who else likes to have a fun time with their friend and maybe drink Coors Light, but probably rum and coke and all that good stuff. Smoke a bit of dope.
Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles, maybe.
Our boys.
I can't think of a better TV show ever
The
than
TV
Trailer
show we are
Park
talking
Boys.
about. Yes, Trailer Park Boys. That's what we're talking about here.
It's
movies,
just the
the
best ever,
shows.
isn't it?
Man, fucking what's his name? Randy. Randy was in band for like a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so ago. Yeah,
Randy Bobandy.
Randy Babandas, the cheeseburger locker,
He likes a cheeseburger, doesn't he, Randy?
greased up cheeseburger.
Who who is the best Trailer Park Boys character?
It's Bubbles, right? It's got to be Bubbles.
I don't know if I agree with that.
It's got to be Bubbles, man.
I don't think Bubbles is even in the top five, dude.
He's so innocent. He gets roped into this bullshit with Ricky and Julian. He's avoided prison time by the skin of his dick. Like, I don't know, man. Bubbles.
I'm going to make a case that Bubbles isn't even in the top five.
All right, give me your top five then.
Number 1, Jim Leahy.
Okay.
I think what's worth mentioning is John Dunsworth, who played R.I.P. John Dunsworth as well, who played Jim Leahy, was the only actual professional actor on the show. The rest were all just guys from Halifax who knew the guy who wrote it. John Dunsworth was actually a pro, and it comes across like he can actually act. I think John Dunsworth John Dunsworth playing Jim Leahy is the single best portrayal of a drunk I've ever seen in any media.
I fucking love that episode, man, where he's like, he just finds the right amount of drunk and he's got the fucking breathalyzer.
Yeah.
And he blows into it and he just stays right in the pocket. Not too drunk, but drunk enough.
And the one where he's plotting with Randy, and he's got a bottle in front of him, and Randy says, "Mr. Leahy, is that you talking or the liquor?" And he goes, "Randy, I am the liquor."
It's so good. It's so good.
I don't think Bubbles delivers anything as profound as
Oh,
Jim
man,
Leahy.
come on. Come on, dude. Like Bubbles with the fucking Coke bottle bottom fucking glasses, googly eyes and shit, playing with Kitty. I don't know who's got your back, Reese, but I've got your belly.
Yeah. I think that J-Rock is better than Bubbles as well.
Yeah, I think J Rock is up there. Yeah, J-Rock.
I was getting changed, motherfucker.
You've been rehearsing this, haven't you?
No, I've just watched way too much Trailer Park Boys. I actually just like it from a... They've got each other's backs, haven't they? They're always looking out for each other. Freedom 35.
Yeah.
They've
Good
got a
shit.
plan. They're working towards it.
Yeah. I also agree. I also feel that Ricky's IQ goes up every time he gets into a confrontation with a police officer.
Yeah. They ask
But
him
it
his
goes
name,
down
he's like...
it goes down most of the time, but when he's talking to a cop, he's like IQ 144 shit.
Yeah, I don't know how he pulls that off, but he's pretty legendary. Ricky LaFleur. If you've never seen Trailer Park Boys, go and watch it because it's the best TV show you'll ever see. It's got everything. It'll teach you about life, love, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got it all. And then Cyrus shows up.
Oh,
And
fucking Cyrus.
And the importance of Cyrus is that no matter how much everyone in the trailer park hates each other, they hate Cyrus more. And Cyrus is the enemy at the gates, so they put all of their internal squabbles aside. Because when Cyrus shows up, all bets are off.
The enemy of your enemy is your friend.
Exactly. There are profound lessons in Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Best show ever.
Also, teaches you how to deal dope, steal things.
Yep. Also,
sell things.
What is profound is that Julian teaches how you can go through life and never spill your drink.
Yeah. Fucking catch me outside with a fucking rum and coke. She be up my vest. That's why I got to use a vessel. Contain it.
I'm gonna have to watch Trailer Park Boys tonight. Learn some life lessons, I think.
Quick time. Jim Leahy, number 1 for you. J-Rock, number 2. Who's 3, 4, and 5?
Hard to say. Because they're all so good. They're all so well written. And the trouble with naming who's the best and in order is that no one character is the best. I don't think it's the interactions between the characters that make it, not the individual characters themselves.
And if I was going to say anything like that, yes, I would agree with that, especially when it comes to Corey and Trevor.
Yeah, because
You
Corey and
can't
Trevor
have
by
one.
themselves are nothing.
Yeah, they're nothing. But catch them together doing dumb shit. Oh,
Yeah, in relation to Julian and Ricky and Bubbles and
yeah,
and whoever it may be, right? So it's the again, it's not the people, it's the relationships that are the what makes that show special.
yeah.
Fuck, we're hitting some profound shit for the sports fans today, aren't we? And
All
my
right.
use of the word shit there was intentional. If you're a Trailer Park Boys fan, you'll know what I mean.
So then, what are your favorite Rickyisms?
Okay, I use a lot of them.
I
I
use I
use a
use
lot.
three. I use three almost daily. Like swear,
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
daily. I
Okay,
think
I
my
use
three. I
water
think
under
my
the
three are the same as
fridge.
your three. Yeah, water under the fridge. Oh,
Well, let's
duh.
see. I'll say I use water under the fridge all the time
Water
because
under
I,
the
I
fridge.
especially like to use it casually.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's water
I
under the
like to
fridge.
use water under. I like to use water under the fridge casually because most people don't catch it, and water under the fridge implies that it's done and dusted, right? It's so
Yeah.
you can use it casually anyway. I like using getting two birds stoned at once.
So for me, you've already said two of my favorites, which means there's only another one, which is also my favorite. But you can use it as a combo, right? Right. So what's your third one? Okay, for me, it's
Go on.
it would be like this classic scenario. Don't worry about it. Worst case Ontario, it's water under the fridge. We'll get two birds stoned at once. Boom,
That's
boom,
a,
boom.
that's next level shit. That
You say worst case Ontario to any Canadian, they're like, what the and they get it, but they're like, what the fuck?
yeah, but that doesn't work as well over here.
No, two birds
Worst
stoned at
case
once and water under
Ontario.
the fridge works anywhere, universally. Say that to a
Yeah,
fucking alien, and they'll fucking get it.
I actually like saying it looks like a tropical earthquake has been through here.
Yeah.
When there's a mess, you say it looks like there's a tropical earthquake been through here.
I got so many, man.
Let's have a look here. What it says: Rickyisms.
Dude, what goes around is all around.
Yeah, what goes around is all around. Denial and error.
Supply and command.
Supply and command.
So good.
I told her so.
I didn't want to told her so, but I fucking told her so.
I told her so.
Indianapolis Jones.
Yeah. Why are you dressed like Indianapolis Jones?
Gets me.
Breakfast
Friends
at
with
bed.
Friends with Benedict's. Oh, it gets me.
Um, I'm looking these up. Denial and error is a good one.
I'm not a pessimist. I'm an optometrist.
Does a bear shit on the Pope?
Oh man.
Um, jalapeno. The jalapeno chips.
Yeah, and Bubbles trying to tell him that it's a silent H.
Yeah. He's like, what flavor is that? Jalapeno. What flavor is that? It's pronounced jalapeno, Bob. It's like, I know how to pronounce it, but I ordered jalapeno.
Brilliant.
Get boned. Good things come to those at the gate. What else we got here? How did we forget this one? Rocket appliances.
Oh fuck! It's water under the fridge. Fucking rocket appliances.
That rocket appliances, of course, means rocket science. Keep your friends close, but your enemy's toaster.
That's a good
Let
one, man.
guy bonds. Let guy bonds be guy bonds.
I can't, man. You're killing me.
I can't deal with this. It's too much, isn't it? We're on slim ice.
Frustrated and false incrimination are some good ones in there.
Hey, pick someone your own brain size. Let pylons be pylons. I actually quite like it when someone's made him. Oh, he's trying to cook chicken fingers, and Julian tips the toaster oven off the car, and he's like, "Nice one. You want us to get sarsaparilla, you dick?"
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Sippy and Garfunkel. Supply and command.
Dude, supplying command.
Survival of the fitness.
Hey, we should do that as a t-shirt. Like immigrant mentality, survival.
Supply of the fitness. Water under the fridge.
Water under the
Where
fridge
there's
is
smoke, there's wires. Vice principals. Whole different kettle and dish.
best.
Work in process. It's too much, isn't it? Like,
There's like fucking
go and
9
watch Trailer
seasons in
Park
there.
Boys.
9 or 10 seasons.
I think there's even
Like
more. I think they ended up doing like
they got
13.
movies. They got movies, man. It's like
Yeah.
it's if you've never watched it, you gotta watch it.
There's plenty of material out there for you to watch.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much this week other than watch Trailer Park Boys after this.
Fucking hell, mate. Get on the vitamin D. That was your prescription.
Is that my prescription?
That's your prescription. Yeah.
Well, I'll take that prescription before I get my conscription.
Conscription to what? The war.
You're a British
Oh,
citizen.
I was. My passport expired.
Yeah, but you're still a citizen.
Might leave it that way.
Let's take a dark turn.
Ah.
The fun Ricky times are over.
Fuck, I should have saved another beer.
There's talk in this country of the need for potential conscription to fight the Russians.
When?
Don't know, but the British Army has dropped to only 70,000 soldiers.
70,000 soldiers in Russia.
No, in total.
Whoa.
So, might get a call up. You might get a call up as well.
Nah.
Think about it. You definitely will, because if Britain's involved in a war, then Australia will be involved in a war as well, and so will Canada. So you're fucked three different ways.
Yeah. I'll just go and hide in the bush. I got the bush up the road. Fuck, I'll hide in the bush.
That might be the way forward.
You got no bush to hide in, mate.
I might just have to go and kill them all.
Here's something. Here's something. If all the people said, no, fuck it, we're not playing your game, and no one went, what would happen?
Probably nothing, because it's probably all bullshit anyway. Here's the thing. I don't think there's much appetite in this country. Clearly, there's not much appetite in this country to join the army, right? The people have lost faith in the institution. They don't want to fight for this country anymore because they don't see it as a country worth fighting for. That's why we're seeing the numbers in the army drop and drop and drop, right? To the point where now the genuine concerns that we might have to bring in conscription in able to be able to fight a war.
And here's what I
One,
also don't understand as well, is that I know how to use a firearm. I can be taught easily how to use other firearms that have never been used before. But do you fucking trust me? A few tins? Give me a fucking M60? Do you trust me? It's weird. It's
I
weird,
would
isn't
trust you,
it?
but
Man.
it's a crazy situation that we find ourselves in, right? This week in
Yeah,
the
it's crazy.
UK, we've had a big debate about whether it's acceptable to sing the song "Rule Britannia" anymore. I don't know if you're familiar with this song,
No.
but it
Is that your
basically
anthem? That's not
goes.
your anthem because God Save the
No,
Queen, isn't it?
it's not an anthem, but it's a popular patriotic song,
Oh.
and it basically goes, "Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Britons never, never will be slaves." Right?
Oh.
And there's been some quite prominent figures debating whether that's acceptable to sing anymore. In the exact same week, we've had the departing chief of staff of the armed forces come out and say we might need to conscript people because no one's signing up to join the army anymore. Are you surprised? Why would you sign up for the army for a country that tells you you can't even sing a patriotic song?
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways, people.
Yeah, it's a bit fucked, isn't
So
it?
I think that if they were to try it, I think there'd be a lot of people a lot of what they called in World War One conscientious objectors.
Hmm. You clearly watch a lot more news than I do.
Yeah, I can't escape it.
Yeah. I can't be at it.
Well, it's not. I don't know if it watch the news, but it's Twitter.
Oh, that doesn't work for us anymore because Canada fucking did that bill
Or like you
C921
can't
or
see anything on there anymore.
no, no. You have to go to the news website, like whatever that outlet is. You have to go to that.
Canada is a bit fucked, isn't it?
I mean, I like it, but yes, I hear, yes, but
Okay, please, if there's anyone
do
in
you really want your
Canada,
news? Do you really want your news from fucking Instagram? Do you really want your news
is
from
there
these outlets?
anyone in Canada now? If there's anyone in Canada who still likes Justin Trudeau, please let me know. Because I've not found a single one. Have you?
Yeah. I live in Alberta, man. There's enough stickers on the back of Dodge Rams that say the opposite of liking him.
Yeah, I think there's a
And,
it's a
and
two-word
quite
slogan,
aggressively.
right? One starts with F and the other one starts with Trudeau.
Yeah.
It's not a very subtle.
No. No.
He's not very popular,
It's in your
but
face.
he seems to be the most despised world leader right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, seriously, I have more things to do than keep up with the current affairs.
That's
I
just it,
use
isn't
you.
it?
I use you for current affairs, man. Like you tell me all the hot
I'm
things, you know?
your current affairs correspondent.
Yeah, you are my correspondent. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. I don't know. But can't be at it. Otherwise, I'll be staring at the ceiling all fucking night, mate. Like I'll be fucking
Okay,
losing my
here's my
marbles.
problem. I think my natural curiosity means that I can't. I totally get your point in that life is probably way easier if you don't keep up with any of this shit, right? It's probably way easier to go through life. You're probably way happier, way more content if you just block all that shit out, right?
Yeah,
But I just feel like I need to know it
yeah,
because I feel like I need to be prepared. I don't know what I'm preparing for, but I feel like I need to see what's going on. I need to know what people are thinking.
yeah. Well, the shit hits the fan, or if you predict something, you're like, "Ha, told us so," right? Like, what are you gonna do?
I think what I'm most worried about is a major catastrophe happening and I didn't know it was coming and then therefore didn't plan accordingly for it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I get it. I mean, yeah, I totally understand that. Dark again.
Yeah.
Darkness
Well,
crept in.
I think it was less dark than last week.
I mean, you could say I'm naive. You could say I'm naive for just being like, fuck the news, fuck this, I'm not going to pay attention. I'm just going to keep doing my things, and if shit hits the fan, then shit hits the fan.
It's probably
But,
smart though. It's probably sensible.
yeah, but then so something like this turned, like, you're my foreign correspondent, and you say to me, hey, we're going to war. I'm like, huh, didn't know that. You know,
Yeah,
I would have been prepared,
and
but
you're
how
a
am I not
military
prepared?
aged and you're a military aged male from the United Kingdom.
Yeah. I was going
You're
to join the
ripe for the
military. I was
picking.
going to join the military when I was 19, and I got out of that. So
Why?
why? They didn't have the job. They didn't have the trade I was looking for.
You know what you could have done is join the Australian Navy and then just patrol the ocean and shoot dinghies out of the water.
Yeah, I've got a friend that does that actually. Maybe not the
That
shooting.
seems to be the majority of what the Australian Navy does.
Yeah,
It's a great big booze cruise shooting Indonesians out of the water.
crazy, eh? Yeah,
Okay, I think you're right. I think the best way is to not give a shit about all of this and just worry about yourself and the people in your life, like the actual people that you talk to every day. Just make sure they're okay. I don't think we have the emotional capacity to know everything that's going on in the world all the time. I think all it does is make us scared and paranoid and doesn't probably help you. But it's easier said than done to switch all that off and tune out of it.
yeah. I wouldn't say like fucking fully tune out of it and start drinking tap water and going vegan, but you could eat you could easily stay in the know and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna have tap water. I'm gonna eat mostly high protein animal meat and lift some heavy shit. Have some vitamin D. Go for some runs every now and then. Stay healthy. And if you get a call to be conscripted, then at least you're somewhat fit to maybe survive the worst.
So is that our closing remark? Don't drink tap water. Don't drink soy milk. Eat plenty of meat. Stay fit. And then you'll survive anything.
You'll be prepared a little bit better. But hey,
Be
what the fuck do I
prepared.
know, right? I don't watch the news, so
I think we better wrap it up before we go. Before it ends up being an overall dark episode. Because we did promise. We did
you bring
promise that this week wouldn't be a
you bring the
dark
darkness.
episode.
You bring the darkness.
Okay, then, sports fans. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to end this now. But next week, Corey is going to plan an itinerary for the show to keep us from going down dark roads. Corey's going to plan out things to talk about, and he's going to snap me out of any darkness.
Okay, do it.
Until next time.
Look, we're even saluting like it's the fucking military.
It's the end of the world, dude.